Well, hello and welcome, students. Today we're going to be discussing, just for a little bit, oh, I know I look a little bit different. We'll get that fixed. There, all gone. Hopefully this is a little bit better. So what I'm going to be discussing today, just for a little bit, we want to go over this project that we're going to be doing this semester. You all ask an unbelievable amount of questions, so I'd like to try to clarify as many of those little bitty exceptions, caveats, and fun little nuances that you like to articulate and ask with just excruciating detail. So we're going to cover this project, the meeting of the minds, that we'll be doing in just a few weeks. So what we're going to be doing is you, with your group of 3 or 4, are going to be creating a wiki page. You may have done this in another class, but this is what we're going to be doing in here. You're going to be creating a wiki based on a duo of American thinkers. Maybe they were Sons of Liberty members, maybe they were even almost philosophers like Benjamin Franklin, or maybe they were early leaders like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. But you're going to be creating a wiki page for one of them. So on this project, you'll be assigned to one of the pairs at the bottom of this page. So from the top, here's your objective. Look at and analyze the different viewpoints related to the founding of our country. Here's what you'll be doing with your group. To join this wiki, we'll get to this later. We'll get to this a little bit later. But here's the grades that it's going to surmise. You have your framework objectives. That's 3.21, 3.21. Your historical skills and historical argumentation, comparison, contextualization. That means that each one of those, if they're worth 4, is a total grade out of 20. It's a little bit larger than what we're used to, but that's because this is going to take a little bit more work. Because you're going to have probably, I think, 2 weeks to get this done. You'll be creating this over the course of most of this period. So September 26th and 30th. We're going to have our constitutional convention, at which point you will need to introduce your members and engage in a discussion with your classmates. So if you're not prepared, it's going to be glaringly obvious. I really would like a little bit of creativity on this. I'm not putting a whole lot of parameters on you. I am not asking you to put, I need at least 3 pictures, 4 pages, 2 videos, and 32 lines of text. I'm leaving this up to you all. I'm leaving up to you how much you want to do. But I do ask that you be creative. Do this in an interesting way. I ask that you think outside the box, but you need to stay within wiki spaces. So you can link it to other places, but stick within wiki spaces. So here are the topics we're going to be covering. You will have this actual document on Rockspace. We're not going to get into detail there. And here are the individuals that are going to be in attendance. So you are going to need to be able to answer these questions about these topics from the point of view of one of these 7 pairs. Here's how you get started. So you're going to come up here to join this wiki. I'm going to click right here. And it's going to take me to this page. This is a sign-in page, and you don't have an account yet. So the code you entered will add you to the APUSH Trinity High Wiki when you submit this form. Awesome. Okay. So you need to create a new Wikispaces account, but I do not. I already have one. I have one as a teacher and one as a student, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when you log in as a student. So after you log in, create an account, you'll come back here. And log in with your student account. Once you're on this page, once you're on the home page, this is the home page for our APUSH website, our APUSH wiki. I have some more directions because you all need them in 13 different places. Here is another place that you have directions right here. First, next, finally. It's laid out as easy as it can get. What I want you to do, find the event Constitutional Convention towards the bottom of the page. Comment your name. So, Constitutional Convention, you have, look, W3, G3, G1. Which class are you in? I'm going to pretend that I'm a member of G1. Come down here and I'm going to comment my name. Post it. That's all. that tells me that you have joined the page. Okay, so click post. Once you have posted that, just wait. You're going to have to wait for me. I will come in with the administrator account and assign you to a project. I'll take a break real quick and I'll be right back to show you what happens from there. So once you have created a Wikispaces account, once you have commented that you are on Wikispaces and in our wiki, I will assign you to a group. And so once you've logged out and logged back in, here's your home page. This is your account. You are going to have your own little wiki here that has nothing to do with ours. Stay away from there unless you want to create a wiki of your own. But we are creating within this a Push Trinity High School. So this is once again back to the home page. So we're here again. What you're going to be doing next. You're going to look over here and notice all of a sudden, hey, now I have G1 Constitutional Convention, Group 1, Thomas Jefferson and George Washington at my disposal. So I'm going to click on this. It's going to take me to the home page of my wiki. Welcome to Group 1, Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, home page. Click Edit and start typing. So here is our group. You have your home page. You can add pages to this wiki. If you want multiple pages, this is the home page. You could use this home page as just like a Wikipedia article. Some interesting information, like here's some pictures, here's some stuff, and you could have 4 links underneath each one of them. That would be interesting, and on each link, it would link you to another page. You could create another page here. If you want to add files to it, upload pictures, use this. At the bottom of the page, you have this right here, discussion. I strongly encourage you to use this with your group. Type in here, workload. Hey guys, here's how I think we should lay out the work. And you could like tell your group, this is how I think we should do this. You, TJ, him, GW, me, benevolent overlord. Something like that. Lay that out. Say, okay, how about this? Does this sound good? And then you all can discuss and say and assign people roles to play. I can observe all of this. I can observe all of this. So, by all means, comment whatever you want. However, everything you say can and will be held against you. I also strongly encourage that you click this little button that says monitor reply to the post. That means anytime a group member posts it, you will be sent an email. Okay, so you all can communicate very effectively over the course of this short project. Here's what I expect out of this. When you're in here, welcome to the Money Team homepage. I thought you all might like that. Once you are in here, I don't want you to just create Thomas Jefferson. He wrote the Declaration of Independence. He's really smart. Like, that's a joke, and when you get up there to do your Constitutional Convention work, you're going to sit there and you're going to have no idea what to say, and you're going to look like an idiot. So I strongly recommend to really put a strong effort into this. Make your homepage more like a directory, where you would have Thomas Jefferson over here, George Washington over here, pages in this project, Thomas Jefferson, A, B, C, D. Make this like a Wikipedia page. Do not go into the depth they go into from Wikipedia. That's a lot of work. I just want the basic information. I don't care about all of their backstory. We're worried more about these key topics that we see back on here. We're worried more about how do they feel about American independence? What do they feel about our relationship to Great Britain, the Articles of Confederation, the Bill of Rights, women's rights, slavery? How do they feel about those things? And don't just write American independence, they felt this way. Boston Massacre, they felt this way. Do something creative. Work it into it. Because everyone else is going to use this to find their information. So the better you make yours, the more enjoyable yours is to take a look at, the better quality you'll be, the better grade you'll receive, and the more that everyone else will enjoy taking a look at your work. So here you are within the editing page. You can edit each individual page like this. So if you want to add in a link, so if you want to add a like an image, we'll start with that. Click on File, and you can do it from anywhere within your computer. So Files, let's go to, how did this get there? This is a picture of George Washington riding an eagle with a bazooka. This would be perfect. So we're going to let that load. Great, it made it. So our homepage now has this monstrous picture of George Washington, which just looks fantastic. However, it's a little big, so you want to resize it. You can put it in the middle, put it on the right, wherever you want to. You can add a link to it so that they click on that and maybe they get the history of bazookas, which is completely unnecessary, irrelevant, and I would not recommend you do that. But you've got options. So that's how you add pictures. If you want to add a link, maybe to a specific word, for instance, money team. Go to money team, click on link. Once you're here, maybe let's connect it to a web address. What web address would we like it to go to? How about a YouTube video? We can go over here, click on YouTube, and we've got the entire internet of videos here. We want to say, how about Washington? You got all kinds of options. Epic rap battles of history, because those are fantastic. The real George Washington. Maybe not the Sims 4 launch trailer, but you got lots of options there. Pick a video of George Washington, something that's actually informative and that people might actually want to see. Please don't put something entirely random like an animated video of George Washington riding an eagle with a bazooka. But you've got options, so we're going to pick, we don't want an entire film. How about a mini biography? Not Godzilla ad. So you're going to come up here and you're going to grab this. You're going to grab the URL. You're going to come back here, drop the address there, add link, donezo. So now when people see Money Team, they're going to click on that and guess where it's going to take them? Straight to a mini biography of George Washington. You probably don't want to keep Money Team linked to there. However, you may want a different mini biography that will link there. So you've got lots of choices, lots of options. I give you those. Play around with this, get started, figure out what you want each group member to do. Maybe you don't want every single member. 2 people can take George Washington, 2 can take Thomas Jefferson, or maybe one person could take getting information, one person can take creating the web page, one person can take information, and one can be like the overseer that can basically just sit in the back and then go back and edit, make it pretty once it's done. You all decide. Use that discussion down at the bottom. Use this discussion to kind of decide how you want that work to be broken up. And that's what I really like about these wikis, that it gives you the ability to make those decisions. So when you're done with it, hit save. Or I'm not going to save. I don't want any of those changes, so I'm going to hit cancel. So we are back to the home page the way it goes. That is that's a quick overview of how Wiki Spaces is going to work, what you need to do. That way, if you have any questions, you can come check this out first before emailing me. On top of this homepage, if you want to add a page, you just click here, add a page, and you do the same thing. Maybe you can do a specific page about Patrick Adams, or Patrick Adams, what am I talking about? Do a specific page about Patrick Henry or Samuel Adams. You've got options, the Sons of Liberty. Like I said, be creative, find ways to make this look good, and once you finish this, please, let me know. I'm going to keep taking a look at this. I'm going to continue to observe, continue to see how you all are doing, but this is not due for sure until the end. This is not due for sure until that September 30th day, September 30th and September 26th, that you all are going to have this in class. So by all means, I encourage you to get started early, work on this throughout, pace yourself, don't get stuck until the last minute, but go ahead and get started. You're all going to do great. We'll have a wonderful meeting on the 26th and 30th, and then we're going to have the most enjoyable Continental Congress that's ever been, mostly because this one isn't going to be 200 degrees Fahrenheit and you're not going to have wigs on. So, until we meet again, au revoir, it's been fun. Look for my next screencast here on the YouTubes. Peace out, y'all.